Well, first of all, Coach and Rayan, just some thoughts on a huge overtime win against Classical last Friday night. Coach?
Yeah, listen, I thought that the guys played real hard, physical, tough football. So did Lynn Classical. It was 4 quarters of good high school football, and we were very fortunate to get out of there with a win, and Ryan helped us through that, that's for sure, in regulation and in overtime.
Well, tell us about Ryan's role with the team.
Yeah, so Ryan's a defensive end by heart. He gets in there a little bit. He's we don't want to put him in there too much because we know how valuable he is as a kicker. But he's not only the field goal kicker, he's also our punter, our kickoff, and he's our guy when it comes to special teams. And he's been great thus far this year. And obviously, what he did on Friday night was spectacular. Pulled the game out for us.
Well, you know, Coach, I was watching the pregame, some pregame kicking with him, and I said, this young man can kick. So I was watching him at different points in the game, and obviously when it came time when you needed 3 points, I'm thinking maybe I'll just see where number 81 is there. So there you were warming up on the sidelines, right?
Yeah.
Well, tell us about the first kick. So we had it about 35 yards to tie the game.
Yeah, the first kick was definitely the hardest one. It was the first time I ever kicked a field goal in game. And before that, I missed the PAT my first time, and it was blocked the second time. And this is the third one, I made it in, just had to make it in.
Yeah. So I guess if you made that first PAT, we wouldn't be in this situation. And this for the second field goal, right?
Yeah.
Things happen. Right?
No, but I'm thinking too that they called that timeout too, Coach, right? Just before the first field goal, they tried to ice him.
Absolutely. Well, that's the name we gave him too, Ryan Ice. But yeah, they did. I mean, it was a good call by Lynn Classical, but there was no doubt when he hit that thing, we knew. I mean, and honestly, not just saying it, and it was good from 50. It went through the uprights as high as could be, and we knew we were going in overtime. So.
All right, now the other thing. Let's talk about the game-winning field goal, because you guys got the ball first.
Yes.
And then got stalled and ended up.
We get down. It was 4th and about 1.5, 4th and 2, and listen, he did it once. We're gonna call on him to do it again. And the thing with overtime is you got to put points on the board when you can. That's just the way it goes. And he hit it again. Not as clean, I think, but no matter what, it still went through, and it was a great kick, and we were able to play some really, really tough defense on the other end of it. And I'll be honest with you, actually a couple things. Frank Sims, they had the ball on the 2-yard line going in for the touchdown, and my captain, Frank Sims, defensive tackle, came flying in and put a really, really hard hit on their tailback, and that made it 3rd and 7, and that's all she wrote with the missed field goal. So that was a huge play too. And I also want to mention with Ryan's kick, it's not all the kicker too. Josh and Jonathan Murphy, the snap combination and putting it down was a big part of it, because the first snap was high, and Jonathan Murphy snatched it and set it, and we were fortunate to get it down. So all in all, it was a great job by all 3 of them.
Coach, you kind of stole my question. Thank you for doing that, elaborating on it. But tell me about the holds, if you will, and the difference between the 2 kicks.
I know Jonathan Murphy's a good holder, and I just trusted him, so I knew he was going to put it there, so I just kicked it like I would if it was a perfect hold.
And how would you compare the 2 kicks, the difference between the first one and the second one, with this game-winning one in overtime?
I feel like the first one, the snap was a little bit weirder. Like it wasn't as perfect, the snap, but the second one, the snap was pretty good. The operation just went smoothly.
All right. So now, you got to be ready for big moments here. Got this Revere defense. You're going to have low-scoring games, and a 3 points here or there are going to make a big difference for Revere football coming down the stretch here.
We're going to use him out there. He knows. And the good news is, I've said it that night too, Ryan's only a sophomore, so he's got a lot of growing to do. He's only going to get better, and he really, really does work hard at it every day.
Yeah. A lot of coaches, think about the weather, the track, how the field's going to be slippery, is it going to be rainy? But now you got to worry about the wind, right?
Yeah. Usually my lefts do lean a little bit to the right, so I knew the wind was going left, so I kicked it like I would regularly kick it, and it just made the.
Right. Coach, any other thoughts on Ryan here?
Nah, just very proud of him. It's not easy. I saw his face when he went in. I saw him take a deep breath, but you know what? He did it, and he not only did it once, he did it twice. And I'm really, really proud of him. Great job.